Hello, Dr. Brant Hulsebus here, and welcome to another edition of Ask the Chiropractor. Ask the Chiropractor is my little podcast that I do when someone has a question about chiropractic or chiropractic care. I try to answer. I'm a chiropractor here in Rockford, Illinois. I'm a proud graduate of Palmer College of Chiropractic, and I'm happy to be the team chiropractor of the Rockford Ice Hogs. Let's dive into it. Hello, thanks for tuning in. So today I want to talk about peak performance. A lot of people come to the chiropractor or discover chiropractic because they have a neck pain or lower back pain or headaches or infertility or just there's a whole host of reasons why people come in. And one reason some people come in here is performance, meaning that they want to compete in athletic events. They're getting ready for a marathon. They're a high school athlete. They're a college athlete. They're a professional athlete, and they come in here and they get adjusted. Now, a lot of people know that I'm the team chiropractor for the AHL Rockford Ice Hogs, the affiliate of the Chicago Blackhawks. And I've been doing that now since 2004 season, so I'm in my 21st season with them. And I've been taking care of all kinds of hockey players, taking care of NHL players, I've taken care of AHL players, UHL, ECHL, you name it. Throw the letters at me. I'm taking care of them. Retired players, coaches, GMs, Hall of Fame people. And the reason they come in and get adjusted isn't so much that they got hurt at a hockey game. They come in and get adjusted because they want to skate faster. They want to move quicker. They want to perform better. They're not coming in because they're hurting. They're coming in because they know that if their spine's moving the way it's supposed to, not only are they going to be able to move better and be a little bit faster without that hindrance of the lower back pain or the tightness in the neck or the shoulder not moving the right way, but they also realize that their nervous system has less to overcome with a properly adjusted spine. Meaning that if your spine's subluxated, you have one or two vertebral bones misaligned, creating stress, and that stress is going to hit that nerve and go over that nerve goes and affect all those body parts where that nerve goes. If we could eliminate that before the event, eliminate that before the athletic competition, then you would perform and you would have a better outcome. So I've had people come in to see me like, hey, I don't have anything wrong with me, but I'm getting ready I'm going to go run a marathon. I'm going to run a marathon, and I want to make sure that I can do this marathon and perform on my best. I want to make sure that after the marathon, I don't have any aches or pains or complaints. I just want to make sure I can do this marathon, finish strong. Can I come in and see what would you recommend? Other people come up, hey, we have a big competition coming up, whether it's cheer, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, and we really want to win, and I got to perform my best. So they'll start coming in before the event in order to get tuned up before the event. Down the street from me, there's a place here called Movement Fitness. My friends down there, they're strength conditioner. I cut myself off there. I don't want to say they're strength conditioning coaches because there's so much more than that. They help athletes hit their peak performance. They work with athletes all the time. Mostly high school athletes, some college athletes, and their goal is to try to help you run better, jump better, perform better, recover better, and just be better at your sport and be better at everything that you do. And they're really focused on this. It started off a lot of times, maybe you have a high school athlete that blows their knee out and they go through physical therapy, they can walk again, but they're not ready to have that competitive varsity edge again. So we partner up with them on a lot of athletes and be able to help them. I'm so excited to be part of that team because you have a young, healthy person coming in trying to get that next level. And being able to take care of them before a swim competition is really important. We also work with the local Rock Valley College students. So a lot of them come in here because they realize that if they were feeling better, they could perform better. So when a golfer comes to me and says, I'm going to go out this weekend. I'm going to fly out south or out west somewhere, and we're having a big golf tournament with all my buddies. We got 72 holes coming up, or we're going to do 36 one day, 36 the next day. Should I see you before I go, or should I just schedule when I get back? And I'm always like, I'd rather see you once before than 6 times after. And I imagine you're going there to have a good time, not to try to play through pain until you come back and see me every day next week. So it's better to come in and see me before than it is to see me after. There's no reason to go into something hurting. If you go into something hurting, then you're not going to perform very well. You're not going to enjoy yourself. And again, when you're done, you're going to be hurting even more. It's going to be more miserable. And then next year when they call you and say, hey, come on out for this big weekend again, you're not going to want to go because you're going to remember how you felt the week before. So coming to see a chiropractor before something like this is really good. So before a big golf tournament, before a marathon, before a sporting event. But what if you're one of these people that's not your thing? Like, I don't play sports. For myself, I'm in my late 40s. I have a family. I have kids. I have 4 teenagers. I don't have a lot of time to play sports and do things myself. So when is this good for me to come in for prevention? One, if you go to the gym and exercise, you should be coming in regularly too. Because most of the time, your chiropractor can work with your strength conditioning coaches to make sure that you're doing things in a way that's not affecting your spine. Meaning, like, I meet with the strength conditioning coaches down the street once a week, and we talk about, oh, this patient had this and this going on. Let's change this exercise to be like this. And therefore, this patient is able to do better and recover better as a team. So if you just work out, going to see the chiropractor periodically is a good idea. We have a patient that started with my dad. He still runs every day. He's got to be close to 70, and he's worked with other orthopedic doctors on his knees and hips from running on the concrete, wearing them out. But he comes in once a month and gets adjusted, not because he's hurt, not because he's feeling bad. He just wants to keep running. And so I see him, I think it's the first Friday of every month, right when we open, he's right here, and we get him adjusted, get him out there so he can keep running. He just wants to keep going. But again, that's another athletic event. What if you say, hey, I just don't do any athletic events. I don't do anything like that. Then you do want to be able to go enjoy a vacation. You want to be able to go enjoy your time off. You want to be able to enjoy sitting in the stands and watching your kid play their sport. You want to be able to enjoy sitting at a concert while your child plays musical instruments or sings or does a performance. So coming in periodically before these events and before these activities is also good. So not only do the kids come in like before a big basketball tournament, but I'll adjust mom and dad before the big basketball tournament too, because mom and dad are going to have to drive 2 hours somewhere, stay at a hotel bed, and sit in bleachers all weekend. So mom and dad are adding a lot of stress to themselves too, and I'd rather see them once before than 6 times after. Another event that a lot of people don't really think of as a sporting event or athletic event would simply be yard work, right? Leaves are coming down. I got a massive thing I got to rake up this week, or I know there's a big snowfall coming. Should I shovel all my snow, throw my back out, then come in and see you? Or should I come in and see you before I shovel the snow so I don't throw my back out and I don't miss time off of work and I don't have to be miserable and I don't have to have this pain? Yeah, obviously come see me before the big snowfall. I think it's crazy before a big snowfall forecasted, everybody calls and cancels like, hey, I heard it's going to snow really bad on Wednesday. Today's Monday, so I'm going to cancel my Wednesday appointment and move it to the following week. And we're like, no, come in Tuesday. Come in before the snowfall because we want to get you adjusted before the snow comes. So this way, when the snow arrives, you're ready for it because we have to deal with these kind of things. We don't predict the leaves falling on a certain day, but yeah, if you got a big raking job ahead of you, if you got a big landscaping job ahead of you, if you're going to help somebody move, coming in one time before can help eliminate 6 visits afterwards. So when should I get chiropractic care? Always before, not after. It's better to go into something good than trying to get well afterwards. It's easier to stay well than it is to get well. I've heard these things my entire life. I can keep rambling these little adages as long as you'll listen. But another thing too, some people don't think of some events as like being like really physical or activities. One of the ones I get all the time is bowling. People are like, hey, I go bowling all the time. They don't realize how much stress that does to their spine. That's just one activity in the same joints over and over again. If you're a rodeo star on the back of a horse, you would need chiropractic care, or back of a bull. Everybody understands a rodeo guy needs to come in. But it's more important the bowling guy comes in because the bowling person, they're going to be doing the same action, same repetitive stress over and over. And if you're in the back of a bull and you're a rodeo person, you don't know what's going to happen. You're going to be flung all over the place. You're going to have new aches and pains every single time. But bowling, you just wear those joints out. I'm friends with a couple of senior professional bowlers, the senior PBA, and it's interesting to watch them as they're getting older and how their joints just deteriorate over time. I'm glad we were able to give them some care we gave them, but I wish we would have met them when they were much younger. Then again, if you're a young person and you're worried about your future too, even though you don't have any aches and complaints, maybe you want to come in and just start chiropractic care. I had a new patient come in the other day. He said, I don't have anything wrong with me, but I'm approaching 40 and I want to start doing everything I can to stay young and healthy. So we got him coming in once every 6 weeks just for tune-up. And then if they have a big thing like a vacation or a stressful time in their life coming up, we get them a little extra early. So coming in before the issue and preventing the issue is huge. You don't wait to brush your teeth until they hurt, right? You can go see the dentist before they hurt and get them clean so they don't have to hurt. Or you can wait to go see the dentist every time your teeth hurt. Which one's more enjoyable? Which one do you look forward to? Which one ultimately you spend more time at the dentist office waiting for your teeth to hurt or going in preventing your teeth from having a problem? Obviously, you can go in twice a year if you do a good job keeping up with your maintenance. But if you don't, you might be going to the dentist, for days after days getting dental work done eventually. It's going to catch up with you. Same with the chiropractor. You can wait till you're hurting lots of pain to come in, but it's going to take a whole bunch of visits to get you over it. Coming in and maintaining your spine, it's so powerful. Not only just for performance and feeling better, but the overall health of your spine. You'd be amazed how little arthritis degeneration you'd get in your spine if you kept up on the maintenance of it. And I can say that because we've been open for 75 years. We've got patients that have been coming almost that long, seeing my grandpa, my dad, now me, and their spines are arthritic free. So for performance, coming in before is huge, not waiting till afterwards. So a lot of people ask that question, so there's my answer to that question. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you again next week. If you have a question, leave a comment below. And remember, if you have a question about chiropractic or chiropractic care, only one person's qualified to answer, and that's a chiropractor, nobody else. Not an orthopedic doctor, not your dentist, not a podiatrist, not the person that cuts your hair, not your neighbor, not a physical therapist, only a chiropractor. Thank you.